He'll bring it out. It's Armstrong. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Gaines. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. You see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Right down the middle. Got his man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. First down for this offense.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called.
He's got it again. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up the field. The Rams in the hurry up. On 3rd down, going up top. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Rams have their offense in high gear. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He caught it. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And it's no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. He'll keep it himself. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Grab near the sticks. It's Brooks. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Soft spot in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. First down here for the offense. The play-action fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you, and you have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes it's too late. We saw that right there.
The give to the tailback. Runs through the tackle. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And when it's 3rd and this long, a lot of times you sit back, play soft coverage. No, sir. I'm bringing the blitz. You could tell they fooled the offense. The defense gets home with the blitz, gets the big sack.
And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. How about that pressure dialed up by the defensive coordinator and a 3rd down sack?
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Finds the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're working that left side. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the 1st half.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He'll set up to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UMass.
Gets it out fast.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Spits it out to the back. Snags it over the middle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A completion, but not quite enough for the 1st down. 3rd down coming for this offense. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He's going to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Boise for a fun first half than you? And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Albertson Stadium.
The Broncos will kick it away to start the 2nd half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. The Rams moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. This time they'll go to the running game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He makes the catch. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown Rams! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Fielded in the end zone, it's Armstrong. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? On third down, he drops to throw. Working that left side now. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wagner. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Broncos racing to the line in a hurry up. To the ground. He's got it again. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On the ground, it's Gaines. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on 2nd down after the short completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. Fires into the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Broncos! Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to get back in this ball game.
Riding up to add another. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. From the gun, give on the inside. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Give to the single back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Quickly to the tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. And the Rams will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Boise State ready to send out that offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Throws to the back. Pulls it in. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. The Rams are in the hurry-up. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. The give as they work on that clock. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
And the Rams are marching down the field.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save short. The run and looking for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Rams will line it up on 1st and 10. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Here's the handoff. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And the Rams will try to convert on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. He wants a big play here late. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it. When does panicking ever really come? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things. And find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College. Welcome to Norfolk, Virginia, home of the Old Dominion Monarchs, and close to a full house here as fans are eagerly anticipating this clash we have in store. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Yukon Huskies, taking on a On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Old Dominion's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes the quarterback. And one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
On second down, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. He's looking to pass. Pass on the way. It's picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. They'll try it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Line gets set, 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. And the Monarchs will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Coleman. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The UConn offense goes back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start putting a lot of pressure.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Looking to throw, it's McDonald. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. He leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. UConn is now threatening in the red zone. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The give on the counter. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UConn.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Pocket starts to collapse. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, ODU.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UConn going back to work on offense. They'll run it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got him downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. To the air, it's McDonald. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Touchdown, UConn. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UMass. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On second down, he'll let it fly. He makes the connection. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch. And they finally drag him down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Monarchs will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Burnett. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Quickly complete. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. And the Monarchs are moving quickly down the field. The hand to the running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man quickly. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They're going to run it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try to field goal team out there. And this field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UConn offense goes back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make as they got to stop the bleeding?
It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Quick handoff. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's caught downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Snap from the gun on third down. He slings it deep to the left. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Monarchs.
Great throw, great time. You can see his receiver breaks for the out route. He's in stride, in rhythm, hits him so he can get upfield and get the ball in the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Finds a man on the right. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking for a man. It's McDonald. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Dialing up a second down pass play. Got it in the middle, it's Porter. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Got his man to the left. Tackled, but he has a first down. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. From the red zone, looking for a space. He wants it all. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening, to throw that ball or send that ball in. I got to use touch, and it's really hard when all eyes are on me. You can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Movement here from the tight end. They go to the ground. Just buried it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Norfolk to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Ballard Stadium.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UConn offense goes back to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. And they're
all by himself down the middle. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. To the air, it's McDonald. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They'll go back to the ground. They make the tackle, but they'll move the chains, and it's a first down for UConn. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. UConn is now threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He makes a grab, and he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Huskies! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to UMass.
He's got an open man.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas,
thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UConn going back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. The give on the inside. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. UConn will have to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Tackle is made after the first down. The Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Takes the easy completion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Monarchs decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. The UConn offense goes back to work. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Quick completion on the out route. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Give to the running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Give to the back. Turns it on in midfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Monarchs want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field, and so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the window.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Looking for room. It's Burnett. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. Trying to pick up a first down. Quick strike complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Old Dominion. What a grab and go for the score.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UConn going back to work on offense. Dropping back, it's McDonald. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And, man, those are so frustrating for defenses because you're flying upfield, you're trying to get to the quarterback, and they slip that draw in there, and you can tell too many guys not doing their job, created some space for the running back to make the big play down the field.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. After the incompletion, it's second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. UConn quick to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Huskies. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and run it. They want to take their time here. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They're getting this guy lathered up. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Out of the gun to give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, ODU. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Back to throw, it's McDonald. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the catch down the right side.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Catch in the middle, it's Hicks. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Trying to find his man on first down. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. It's caught. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. The aerial assault continues. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't
going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Maryland Terrapins taking on the fifth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Guys, will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will take the first swing of the game. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy,
Pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes and they can get to your quarterback.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Scanning the field, it's Morris. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Now they're going to some heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How about that from the offense? Second and goal. Everything says you might run the football. They try to throw it, and man, was that unsuccessful. Sit back in the pocket. Just throw the football away. Don't take the sack. Don't go backwards, especially inside the 3-yard line. Set up in such good position.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So Ohio State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And who says you can't find big-time tight ends anymore? Both of these teams certainly have.
In modern college football, Reese, tight ends are becoming a bigger and bigger part of offenses. And what a treat today. We get 2 of the best in the nation.
Going head-to-head, catch for catch. I'd be interested to see which offense uses them differently and can find ways to maximize these guys' strengths because they're ballers.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
And when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Really nice job understanding. I got to get to that gap. There's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. When I run that post route, QB lays it out for him. He catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Off-play action on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Manning. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. And that pass is intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano a mano with anyone in the country. You saw it on that last play from the Ravens.
first down. Here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Gurley. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll go to the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A third and long coming up here. Off the play fake. Looking for the score. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Pass interference, defense.
Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be first down for this offense. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's first and goal on the one. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll run the option. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me if I must. You've got to go out. You've got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in their zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They'll leave it with him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. And the Terrapins want to move quickly. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
That is how it's done on third down and short. And no doubt about it, an easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They've softened them up be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll leave it with the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Pass play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Morris. He's right on target. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Good timing on the quick out.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost the throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Howard. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looking to the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why don't they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Tate.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Trying play action. Got it on the outside. It's Gurley. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it will be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They're trying to get to it. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run, quarterback
job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it's just an easy touchdown.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. Coming after him. Heaves it on the run. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating the pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Running wide open down the middle of the field. And he slipped from the ground and he'll house it. Touchdown Buckeyes.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. And the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make them make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Ray. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now after the short completion, it's second down. They'll run play action. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25. And the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Handoff to the single back. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass, it's Morris. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Never a doubt. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense.
Off he goes! The 40! And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Now they'll try the right side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to the big tight end. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the punishment has been extended. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over UConn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Morris. He looks that one in nicely. And And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and die. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Fast motion from the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tate. And the catch was one thing and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Got some room made it to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking your credit wins so bad, you start to put the backups in and all that, get to get the juice and get to get some playing time, get some field goal on the other side. Well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The Terrapins get enough to move the chains. It'll be first and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After the incompletion, looking at second down. Looking for a man. It's Morris. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. He'll do it himself. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Right back to him on the ground. He couldn't get close to the marker. Got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The give to the single back. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They're bringing heat. Keeps it himself and gets the first. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The offense set for a first down play. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Trying to get to it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. To the air on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the tight end.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. At midfield, he's got room. Nothing but green ahead. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to do. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Finds his big tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They'll line up for a second down play. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
Sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw earlier in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another